Now this is the gimbal that I've been waiting for. Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? Now, a couple of weeks ago, I did a video on the Crane M2, which was that small gimbal that's made for action cameras and very small, lightweight, mirrorless cameras. But it was just a little bit too compact for my shooting style. So Zhiyun sent over this beast right here. This is the Weebill S, and it's the brand new replacement for their Weebill Lab. And boy, is this thing cool. Not only does it carry the X-T3, but it also carries camera sizes all the way up to like EOS R and lenses and stuff like that. And it has some really cool features that, I can't wait to test out. So I thought, what better way to test out the gimbal than to take it off-roading with these guys. I can definitely say that shooting with this gimbal is a lot of fun, and one of the cooler features that I think is just great engineering is you can take the tripod feet from the bottom of the handle there and then screw it into the top of the handle. That way you can get a nice two-handed operation of the gimbal for much steadier shots. With the extra weight of the gimbal and also by adding heavier cameras on what is still a pretty compact design, this sling mode two-handed grip really gives me that extra stability when I'm shooting. Plus, it's just a lot more of a natural place to grab when I'm doing those lower angle shots. Also, while I'm here on the handle, another really cool feature is that you can lock all of these buttons on the handle if you press up on this dial. Just super helpful when I'm mashing these buttons together while holding the grip. As for the different modes of the gimbal, you have the standard pen follow mode, which I kind of find myself in the majority of the time when I'm working in the studio. For the lock mode, you have this really cool switch on the side of the handle, which makes it easy to quickly select between the lock mode and the pen follow mode. Now, the lock mode just keeps the camera steady no matter what you do to the gimbal. Hold the trigger right here at the back of the handle to access the follow mode, and that allows you to quickly whip around the scene as you move the gimbal. There are a few other modes that you can work in, like the Go mode, the Vortex mode, and the Selfie mode, and all of these modes can be either accessed through the grip or through the ZY Play app on your phone. Another thing that I really love about the Weebill S is that it comes with this 2-in-1 Manfrotto Arca Swiss mounting plate, so you can easily pop your camera on and off. You just press the button, it comes right off, and then you can change out the battery or whatever, and as long as you're not changing the lens or the camera, you shouldn't have to rebalance the gimbal. I also just love how small and compact this design is. I mean, I can easily fold these arms up. It has these 3 little locking pins, these red little locking pins. You can move those into place. That way your arms are not swinging about when you're traveling, banging against stuff and all that. Now it's all locked up and I can easily just shove it into the side of my bag and away I go. Or I could take the feet off and I could place it inside the back of my backpack here. It's super convenient. All right, so I have my friend John coming over to the studio in a few minutes. He's gonna help me out. We're gonna create some beautiful cocktail recipes. I'm gonna use the Weebill S to grab some great action shots. So let's get to mixing. Setting up the gimbal's motor strength is super easy as well. You can go into the menu and kind of fine tune it until your heart's desire. But what I find really cool with this new gimbal is that they added an auto tune where the Weebill S detects the weight of your camera and adjusts automatically. Okay, so one of the coolest features about the brand new Weebill S is that Zhiyun added this little gadget right here. This is the Transmount Image Transmission module, and this allows you to send video straight to your phone, to use your phone as a second monitor or an iPad. And I believe it even works if you already have a second monitor like an Atomos Ninja or something like that. This is incredibly helpful when you're shooting, especially when your camera doesn't have one of those cool flippy screens. Right now, to connect it, you have to dive into the menu, you have to go into the app and do a few steps. I mean, it's brand new, it's not 100% polished yet, but I'm hoping that with a few updates that Zhiyun would make it something like one touch, or maybe always on or something like that. Zhiyun put a nice little spot right here below the camera plate to connect the transmission module to the gimbal, and with that hooked up, you can send 1080p video at 30 frames per second to your phone. And then you can turn on the histogram, focus peaking, zebra stripes, and if you scroll over here, you can even get a grid to help you out. Not a lot of lag either. I mean, I'm moving it about pretty quickly and I don't see any noticeable delay. I don't know how far this thing will transmit. I don't really have the space to test that out, but this right here, it's looking pretty good. For me, by far, one of the coolest features about the Weebill S and the transmission module together is that it allows you to use your phone as a motion control. I mean, how cool is that? Really, everywhere I move, the camera and the gimbal will follow, and it's much more responsive than I thought it would be. There's really not much lag there to speak of. I mean, I move it over there, over here, up, down, and it pretty much just follows wherever I move my phone, which is great because if you want to pass this off to a friend, then you can sit here with your phone and play DP and really just nail that shot. Or if you want to place it on a tripod like I did, or use its feet, you could really grab some nice and smooth pan and tilt actions. Hey, real quick, another quick reminder about my food photography and video workshops happening December 4th through the 7th in Salt Lake City, Utah at the Lindsay Cotter Studio. If you don't know Lindsay, I'll place her link down in the description below. She's a wonderful food photographer and blogger, and she has an amazing studio which we're hosting the workshop in. It's gonna be a wonderful time, 2 days of photography, 2 days of video, learn all about artificial lighting and how to tell amazing stories with your camera. Join me and Stephen Casado from Not Another Cooking Show for 4 days of amazing food photography. Sign up now, there's only a few spots left. Don't miss out on this great opportunity. The link is in the description below. And hey, as always, if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, drop some comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.